Hello and welcome back to Morgan Sankofa. This is my channel where I read poetry from my own personal work, and then I also read very accomplished poets that have definitely made a change politically, socially, in the world of, you know, uh, making change and meaning with the words that they produce for the world. So today it is good to see you because it has been at least a month since I have recorded a YouTube video, and I am glad to be back and to see you in that camera. And I hope that you stay and spend some time with me today. I'll be reading 3 poems and then sharing an action step for you this afternoon. So the first poem that I'm going to read, this was one of Maya Angelou's favorite poems, believe it or not, poets. His name is Edgar Allan Poe, and I will be reading his poem called Alone for you. So this was off of Poetry Foundation, and I'll put the link at the bottom so you can read. And it goes like this. From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Then, in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent or the foundation, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled, it in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm, and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. This one is called Lenos Greece by Simonds. Maybe silence adds to the pain, and maybe pain adds to the sea, and maybe the sea is only a reflection of a ruin today, where the mind is unable to make out how things used to be for us. Complete with deities, a kind of order. Oh, never mind the ATMs scattered throughout the medieval town, or the street art sprayed into the air that says, destroy what destroys you, but I destroy myself. I destroy myself. Okay, and the last one I want to read is called Fruit of the Flower by Count Cullen. My father is a quiet man with sober, steady ways, for simile a folded fan. His nights are like his days. My mother's life is Puritan, no hint of cavalier, a pool so calm you're sure it can have little depth to fear. And yet my father's eyes can boast how full his life has been. There haunts them yet the languid ghost of some still sacred sin. And though my mother chants of God and of the mystic river, I've seen a bit of checkered sod set all her flesh a quiver. Why should he deem it pure mischance, a son of his in fame, to do a naked tribal dance each time he hears the rain? Why should she think it's devil's art that all my songs should be of love and lover's broken heart, and wild sweet agony. Who who plants a seed, begets a bud, extracts of the same root? Why marvel at the hectic blood that flushes this wild fruit? So, please excuse me for stumbling over my words and putting my jacket on. I think it's been a while for me, so I'm just, re-wetting my vocals and training myself to, you know, get my voice out there again. So, and also it's freezing out here. Well, it got cold. So, so basically the commonality in those three poems, I I printed those out actually and put them on a wall in my room. Um, they all have a sort of tie to what to do with pain when it comes up, and kind of they all have to do with a history of some sort, and how childhood and family, um, and and history of ancestors, kind of how we deal with that and how it comes out um, in either artwork, like spraying graffiti in Lenos Greece, and even Edgar Allan Poe. He's reflecting from his childhood, and he says, he has not seen what other people have seen, and he's very uncommon. And I think, speaking from that place of I don't really see myself in this place. I don't really see where I fit. I think there's something very pure that people can identify with him, and that being that oddball, it's like the only place that you can really go is your art. The only place you can really go is your poetry, and you kind of are just kind of letting your heart bleed onto the pages. And it's the way that your emotions can safely have a space is on the pages of your poems. And really, I think it's a gift that people give when they are poets, to share from such a raw and often place of solitude, to put their work and publish their work out there, because it's delicate and it's tender, but it's worth it, because you can show that one person that may be feeling that way that there is there's there's a soft place to land for you. And that is that is definitely where I have gravitated towards poetry and reading the work of other scholars. It's definitely given me that safe haven, and hopefully you feel a safe haven here. I see that I've been up to 25, made it up to 25 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible, even while I was away and reflecting. And so it means so much to me. And um, just anyone that wants to share their own experiences, just like, you can email me, or you can put comments about anything that you want to say, or just, it really can just be from the heart. It doesn't have to be perfect. So, yeah. So for today's action step, I wanted to give you what I kind of wrote as my intention. So hopefully you can write an intention for your morning, and every morning. And this is what I wrote. My intention to act from the heart space today is to do the actions of my heart and not control it to what others want or feel would be best for my health. I want to work on having a clean heart by being gentle with myself. I want to softly treat my body and not put it through any emotional strain, to focus on 3 good things in any situation, whether it be neutral or uncomfortable. Not being so harsh on my mind for anything that it wants to think about in this given day. I'm feeling challenged to complete this new task, but I want to feel better, and it starts with me. So, oh, wow. Okay, that was funny, but that was a bee. I wonder if I caught that bee that kind of just buzzed past my ear, but I wanted to just allow you to think about 3 good things in your situation, no matter what that would be. So for me, I was thinking that just being able to start a morning meditation practice is something that I have been enjoying. I also have been enjoying being able to start to become more active and to learn the limits of my body. And a third thing would be just the opportunity to share my poetry on this platform, and the poetry of others, and just to have a space to grow with. And I feel like I have been doing a lot of transforming and gaining a lot of respect for myself and not taking myself so seriously. And I feel like my my self-worth has definitely been going up, and I I feel like it does have a lot to do with starting this YouTube channel, Morgan Sankofa, but it also has to do with um, being being able to see the different sides of my life and the different sides of other people that I care about's life, and just knowing that we all are, growing day to day, and we are handling our emotions and the best way that we can to protect ourselves. So I hope that you can know that um, you can come here as a safe space, and also that um, whenever you feel like you are in a really tough place or in a rut, that um, life is going to throw you some curveballs, but that if you know that you have pure intentions in any given situation, you will be able to come out in a good place in your life, and I can definitely guarantee that. So, um, on that note, it's been 13 minutes, so um, go enjoy the rest of your evening, and I am glad to be back.